I'm Corey Davis, your host, and I'm thrilled to take you on this journey as we dive into inspiring stories, expert insights, and practical tips to help you thrive as a digital nomad. Welcome back to the Jet Set Journeys podcast. All right, so hey everyone, welcome back to the show. Today we have Jacqueline Ang. She's going to tell us about her story, where she came from, where she's at now, and where she's planning on going as a digital nomad. So Jacqueline, welcome. It's nice to see you again, to talk to you. She's also one of our Jet Set Voyages collaborators as well. So you'll be seeing other information about her on our website. So go ahead, Jacqueline, tell the audience about yourself.
Hi, my name is Jacqueline. I'm from Singapore. I have been a digital nomad for past 5 years, and I chose to leave the corporate life because I realized that it's a bit restricting for me. And I realized that I'm the happiest when I'm overseas and when I'm traveling, meeting new people. And I intend to do more social media marketing moving forward.
Yes, so right now are you doing social media marketing?
Yes, I currently do.
And so are you like a freelancer or what?
I'm working as a freelancer, so I will help my clients to do branding. Yeah, and also help them to strategize how to grow their social media account.
Oh, nice. So you're more in the branding and for the social media, okay?
Yeah, correct. And it's still baby. It's quite new because previously I had been an organizer. So I will go to other people's places and organize their house, and on the free dates I will go and travel.
Oh, okay. So you kind of have two jobs going on at the same time. So you're a house organizer and then freelancer on the side.
Yes.
Or maybe switch it around.
I used to do a private investigator as well. And after that, I stopped for a while and I went to do their report. So last time, I used to be a private investigator for 5 years as my freelance job also.
Oh, so you're a private investigator as well.
Yeah, correct. Yeah, it's quite helpful for my income being a PI.
It helps you dig up information about people or companies or whatever.
Yeah, I'm an expert.
You're an expert. That's awesome.
Yeah.
All right, so you're doing social media now. So what's your plan for the future? Like, what do you think you're going to be doing?
For future, I will be mainly focusing on online work. I will be mainly focused how to earn income online because I realized that when I went Africa for my last volunteer trip, I realized that the African people, once they graduate, right, they will have 4 to 5 years without a job because the job opportunity there are very little. So I'm actually exploring this path so that I wanted to create jobs for the people in Africa. Yeah, so that's my new vision.
Your new vision, so you want to create jobs for people in Africa.
Correct.
And now, a lot of people get this confused because Africa is like a whole continent, right? It's not a country, right? It's multiple countries. So that's like saying I'm gonna create a job for Asia. It's like, what? Like which part of China? So which part of Africa are you gonna focus on?
I focus on Kenya first because Kenya is the last country I visited.
Ah, okay. Oh, so you've been to Kenya. Oh, what were you doing in Kenya?
I went there as I went to sign up at Worldpacker, and after that I meet the host. Then I volunteer there as insurance home and going house visit. And particularly, I went to the slum area. So this slum area is called Kibera. Kibera is the largest slum in Africa, and it's also one of the largest slums in the world.
Oh wow! Okay.
Correct.
Oh, okay.
So I went there to help to play with the kids, and to see how I can help the host. Mainly,
Hmm.
I help the social media and website.
So you actually went there to help them with their social media?
Yeah, so, and particularly the website, and I teach them about social media stuff.
Oh, okay. That's
Correct.
good. So that's part of your actual freelance job. So did the person you were meeting there, are they one of your clients?
They are not my clients. I just met them on Worldpacker, which is a platform for people to volunteer.
Oh, and so what's it called again? What's that? Is it an app or a
World,
website?
yes, correct. It's a app.
App.
It's both
Okay.
app and website. Yeah, correct.
Oh, okay, okay. I'm sorry. And what was the name of it again?
World then Packers.
Oh, okay. Oh, I'll have to look into that. So, and that's a good place to go if you want to volunteer across the world to have like different options, kind of let you know what's going on and what you
Correct.
find interesting, where you think your personal talents could help other people.
Yes, correct. And the host will allow you to have free stay, free food. Yeah,
Oh,
correct,
okay.
correct.
Yeah, no, that's good. That's very interesting. So, and that's a worldwide app.
Yes, correct.
Oh, okay.
Mm.
Interesting. Oh, wow. So, how long were you in Kenya?
I was there for 28 days.
28 days. Okay.
Yes,
Is
correct.
that how long your visa was? 28 days?
Uh, yeah, almost correct.
Oh,
My
okay.
visa was a bit longer, but I felt that I booked the ticket too early.
Oh,
Yeah.
gotcha. So, you plan on going back later and trying to help out?
I feel do you mean that will I go back anytime soon or
Oh, no, just in the future. I know you said you planned on doing something, creating something like jobs to help them.
yes, correct.
Yeah.
I will I feel that I will do more on Zoom instead to teach them because I know the
Oh,
people there, so they can
okay.
gather people. It's more
So,
efficient, I feel. Yeah,
are you thinking about being a teacher on Zoom or?
more like a trainer, equip them, teaching them how to fish for their income.
Gotcha, gotcha.
Yeah,
You give a
yeah,
man a
correct.
fish, you feed him for a day, you teach him how to fish, you feed him for a lifetime, right?
Yeah, it's correct. Yeah, right.
That's great.
Yeah.
So good deal. So right now you're back in Singapore, right?
Yes, correct. I'm traveling again soon.
Oh, where are you going now or next?
I'm I'm thinking to go Australia.
Oh, Australia. So what's your plans when you get to Australia?
It's either Perth or Melbourne. Perth or Melbourne.
Oh, okay. And it's just a visit because you want to?
It's for volunteer also.
Oh. So a lot of your trips, do you go just and volunteer in different places?
For this trip, I think I will volunteer in one place. In Kenya, at I volunteer three places, different different timelines.
Oh, okay. Okay.
Mm.
So is this part of your goal overall as a digital nomad, is that you have a job that allows you to travel? And so even though you're working, you're planning on volunteering during your free time?
Yes, part of my goal.
Ah, okay.
Yeah.
That's good. So you can help different people in different parts of the world. So, and this is something obviously you wouldn't be able to do if you had a 9 to 5 sitting in a cubicle
Mm.
working for somebody else. So having that freedom and flexibility of, so for you, it's the volunteering.
Yes,
That's
correct.
that is amazing. Wow. So like what drives you the most on trying to help people?
What drives me? I realized that there are more needs to be met if you look at the um, outside beyond my country. And I realized that there's so much more that we can offer to them. I think more like it's like shoulder to shoulder, coming along with them to guide them for those people who really need help.
Okay, I like that. Yeah, because I know like a lot of people, they want to wait until they have a lot of money before they want to volunteer or help, right? They say, "Oh, I can't do it right now," because they want to wait till they're Bill Gates or something like that, and they just want to donate a lot of money, right? And so,
Yes, correct.
but for you, it's like, no, I can do it now because I'm healthy, and I'm willing and I'm able, and so I'm going to, and I love that. Like that's amazing.
Yes, and I don't have kids also, so I haven't yet. So I realize there's so much freedom.
Oh yeah, yeah. Enjoy it while you can, because once you have those little guys, you kind of take up all your time, right? You got to raise them.
Yes, correct.
Yeah, that's awesome. Yeah, and also it's so I know for me personally, I feel like sometimes I can't help everybody, right? And so it's hard to say, okay, well, I'm just going to help like one person. Well, I'm like trying to do that with the business, right? It's like if I could just help somebody step out of their regular 9 to 5 and teach them that, hey, there's a big world out there. You should be traveling, enjoying your life now while you're healthy, and not waiting until you're 65, retired, and your knees hurt, your back hurt, you can't climb rice terraces, right? It's like, and not like it's too late, but come on, like it's better to do it when you're younger. And so, but same thing with helping people as volunteer work. I'm like that too. I'm like, I was going to wait till I get to a certain point in my life, and then I'll like, I'm going to fly over there and do something. But this is when I had my 9 to 5. I was in a cubicle, right? There was no way I could fly to Kenya and, help build a school for a week or a month, right? Like, I would love to do that. So what you're doing right now is like actually going to help me. I'm going to check out this app this weekend. But anyways. Yeah, because I think that's amazing. Just, especially, being a digital nomad myself now, it's like, okay, part of it was, stepping out of my own comfort zone and going different places in the world, helping other people virtually. But now I can take that extra free time and go help people physically, with my skills, and learn new skills to help them. I think that's awesome. Yeah. So how long have you been a digital nomad? And I want to know, like, just tell the people how you got started. Like, I want you to talk to younger Jacqueline, right? Jacqueline's like 15, 18. She's listening to you and she wants to get out of whatever she's at right now, right? I want you to tell your story from the beginning.
Okay. I started freelancing since 2019 October. It was because I left a job. I was burnt out. I was burnt out physically, mentally, because I didn't pace myself, and there was certain level of stress, and it's very physical taxing for my previous job. No doubt the pay was so good, and my annual leave is much more than normal people. It's 21 days. It's a lot of days compared to the normal annual leave. Normal annual leave is around 12 to 14. Yeah, so I struggled to leave the company initially, but I felt that I reached to a point I couldn't take it anymore. So I left the work, and I had this friend who is a digital nomad, and she encouraged me. She kept on encouraging me. She feel that I'm not meant to stay in 9 to 5 on 9 to 5. So she kind of encouraged me, and I started freelancing for her. And slowly I freelanced for other people, and it just brought me through like year after year, and I discovered a lot of like talents and gifts along the way. I realized that I have so much more to offer, and I realized that I am more creative when I'm outside 9 to 5. So if I were to encourage my younger self, right, I would encourage her, do whatever you can to come out from 9 to 5. And that's when she will find her happier self and her real self also. Because when I'm in corporate, I couldn't fully be myself, and I realized that I'm not a overly serious person to begin with. So when I actually entered the corporate world, it was so tough because I was there for 10 years, and I realized it kind of shaped me into who I'm not. And slowly I realized that there was suppression, and I was depressed for a period of time also. And I feel that work is meant to be enjoyed. Yeah, work is meant to express your talents and gifts. Yeah, so that is one of the reason why most of the people say do what you love and money will follow you. Even if you start small, but it will slowly grow. Yeah, because people who are faithful will abound in blessing, I feel.
I like
Yeah.
that. Yeah. No, I
Mm.
totally agree because I know for me, once I start thinking about freelancing, right? And I started reading a lot more, trying to gain information. So what I was taught is if you can't afford a coach or some kind of guide, like you need someone who can help you, right? So if you
Yep.
can't afford that, you read a book, right? So a lot of
Mm.
these coaches out there, and there's other people out there that they want to share their knowledge because they've gained this. And so, and you, of course, if you had the money later, you could hire them, but their books are so informational, right? Actually, I have a website. It's called CoreyDavis.pro, and I actually have a list on there of all my books that changed my life. And like
Wow.
literally, it's it's one of the things is you have to give yourself time to think. Like that's something I didn't realize is so you have to that's when I started getting into meditation. I mean, I've always heard about meditation, but it's not really big on my culture. And so but once I realized that you give yourself time to think, and then you really start realizing what's important to you in life, and it helps
Yep.
guide you down the road, right? There's one book that I read, and he said that like being in life is kind of like being in a forest, right? And so, and like you're in this forest and you're like chopping down these trees trying to get through this forest. And that's kind of part of like, for me, my background is engineering, right? So I did all the math and all the science in high school and went to college, right? And like I'm in this forest trying to make my path through life. And then once I finally got to my goal of like the corporate world, it's like, kind of like at the end of the forest, you realize, oh man, I'm in the wrong forest, right? So I put all this effort to create my path, right, through life. And then I realized once I get there that this is not where I want to be. Like I was literally stuck in a cubicle working 10-hour shifts. And I was like, I can't see myself doing this the rest of my life, Like for me, in my mind, I thought engineering, I was going to be like in the fields, doing like experiments and all this other stuff. And yeah, I could be out there running around looking for that perfect job, but but anyways, so I had to start all over again, right? And so then I started learning how to run a business, and, hire people and manage people. And then, so now you're like totally, excuse me, in a different forest, right? And it's like, feel like you're starting over, but this is something that I'm building that's going to be for myself, like for my kids or whatever. And it's just something that, it'll always be there later. Like my biggest fear was waking up in a job or waking up to go to a job and find out I don't have a job anymore, right? And I've seen that happen, and but that's scary for everybody. But if you create something that's your own, you don't have to worry about that,
Right.
Yeah, but just like you said, like having that time to yourself that you can think and you can figure out, hey, you can be more creative with your talents and actually do things that are enjoyable to you versus doing something that somebody else feels that it needs to be done to grow their business, right? So you're not tied down. Yes, it's like we're a bird. We want to fly, right? Don't keep me in a cage.
Yeah, correct.
We have wings for a reason. Go ahead.
Yeah, so in between these 5 years, there were 7 months that I went back to work for someone, but it wasn't 9 to 5. It was much more relaxed environment. So I work as a coordinator in a hair salon. The hair salon, I realized it was very good, but I still prefer freelance, even though working for someone like for 7 months. Then I realized I'm really going to stick to the freelance journey for
Yeah.
life. Yeah, correct.
Yeah, that's good. Because it doesn't have to be always online, or it's like whatever you can do to kind of free up your time. And I think that's what most I want to say entrepreneurs, but it's like I think it's just free people. People just want more freedom. As freedom and flexibility is the word, right? You want that freedom and flexibility, but it doesn't have to always be online work. So if you can do physical work, that kind of gives you time to still do other things. Like I think
Yeah,
that's another way. But yeah, that's
correct.
good. So so now Jacqueline is back into Singapore. She's going to be heading to Australia soon.
Correct.
And this is awesome. All right, Jacqueline. Well, I think that was good. I do definitely appreciate you coming on the show. I enjoy talking to you every time, and we'll check back in you within a couple months to see how things are going.
Sure, no problem.
All right. Well, we'll talk to you later. All right,
Okay.
bye.